today we're going to be talking a little bit more about crafts, but I want to talk to you about some craft no-nos, things that you want to avoid when you're doing crafts with your kids. Number one, and if you've ever used this tool before, you are totally going to know what I'm talking about. Please do not use hot glue guns. I mean, they are awesome for holding, for getting glue that holds stuff together really well, but I don't know, if you've ever used one, you know how you can just get crazy burned with those things. Those blobs of hot glue, you can't get them off your hands. So please do not use those with kids. They could get some serious burns. Now, there are some things that you do need to glue sometimes during crafts, and a lot of times people will get out those giant containers of Elmer's glue, and that's always kind of a nightmare too, because you end up with a lake-sized pool of Elmer's glue on the craft. So here's a good idea, and that is to use the gel form of the Elmer's glue. And what you can do is just ask people to save lids, like off mayonnaise jars or anything like that, and just squeeze a little bit of that gel glue onto the lid, and then have kids take Q-tips and dip it into the gel and then apply it to their project, and that way you can avoid the lake of glue. The third craft no-no is felt. Felt looks so great in theory, but it's really not, because again, it absorbs glue like crazy. It's hard to cut, and it just never sticks to anything. A better option would be to use that craft foam. That does seem to glue really well, even with a glue stick, and it's easier to cut, so try that next time. Number 4, all moms know this, glitter. Glitter is a nightmare to work with, but there are lots of cool glitter glues, and again, you can use it the same way that we recommended using the Elmer's glue, gel glue, and just put it on a lid and apply it with a Q-tip. That's a good way to get your glitter and avoid the mess. And then finally, paint. Watercolor paint or tempera paint is not usually that great. You don't want to have random cups of water sitting around, and paint can get on nice church clothes, and you don't want moms to be mad at you. So one good alternative to use is to get the Crayola watercolor pencils. Those are terrific. The kids can color on it, and then you can use a damp brush over the top of it, and it gives kind of that pretty watercolor effect. So those are the top 5 craft things to avoid. Good luck making crafts with your kids, and that's your latest tip for raising kids in Christ.